someone to tell me if you feel like this is abusive behavior. Over the past 2.5 months, I've been talking to a guy that I really liked. Like, I really liked him. Things are really great in the beginning, but isn't that how they always start? And I was super happy. It had been so long since I'd been that happy. But as some of you know, I'm moving out of the country soon, and he knew that from jump. Like, from day one that I met him, I told him that I was moving out of the country, and he told me that he wanted to help me any way that he knew how to make my transition to the other country easier. My lease was going to be up before I went, and I really was going to have nowhere to stay, so he offered for me to stay with him. And so I did. I also had nobody to sell my stuff to. Like I had a 75-inch TV, a sectional couch. I had so much expensive stuff that I was not able to sell, and I was just going to have to either toss it or give it to Goodwill or something. But I ended up giving all that stuff to him because he said that he would pay for the rental truck, which he did. So he has all of my stuff right now. So I decided, okay, cool, yeah, like, I really like you. Things are going great. You seem like a really great guy. So I will come stay with you until it's time for me to leave. It seems like after I moved in, there was like a switch. When we would get into arguments, he would get really mad. And if he got so mad to the point that it was making me uncomfortable and I didn't want to engage in the conversation anymore, he would get madder because he wanted us to have a conversation about it. The first red flag was I was driving him to his parents' house. He has a car, but we just chose to drive my car. We're literally on the same street as his parents. So he ends up taking his house key off my key. He ends up going to his dad's house, and he's like, you're not going back into my house. So now I have nowhere to stay. And
I ain't even finished the whole fucking video, so please don't tell me she got pregnant or nothing. I don't want to hear that shit. But okay, so it starts off, you all heard it. I'ma tag her. She can cuss me out. I don't give a fuck because you dumb. You knew everything you said from the beginning. I already knew some shit was gonna go bad because you said you've never been this happy in your life. Guess what? People will say all the time, oh, I'm in love. I ain't. Because when you in love, you don't see shit. You just in love. So when you in love, you don't see a goddamn thing. You said you were going out of the country. What was your plan before you met him? What were you going to do? Where were you going to stay? What were you going to do with your stuff? Then do that. Whatever you planning to go out of the country, meaning you have enough sense to have a passport. I don't know if you getting in the military. I don't know what the fuck you doing. Don't matter. What was your plan before you met him? You more than likely, what would have happened, I'ma still how this story would have ended as a grown ass woman. You'd have got pregnant and then you couldn't have gone out the country. It's a setup. Oh yeah, you could move in with me. Bring all your shit over here and move in with me. What about that sound? Talk to yourself and see how that sound. I'll never forget, I met my husband, and about 2 weeks in, he told me, I think I'm falling in love with you. And you know what I said? Okay. Because, nigga, it wasn't there for me. No. I'm a pessimist. That I'm in love with you shit was not going to work with me. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that information? We just fucking. But you ain't never felt this great in your life. That's the problem right there. That's part of the problem. Because if you can't be happy in your own world, they're supposed to enhance the happiness, not create it. I'm so sick of y'all dumbasses. I'm so sick of y'all creating situations that don't need to be created. It's no different than if somebody comes to you, hey, can you help me out, blah, blah, blah. If you wouldn't have met me, what the fuck would you have done? If you didn't know me right here, right now, what would you have done? You need to take that same step and quit crying, is this domestic abuse? No, you just dumb. It may be domestic abuse, but shit, you walk face first into it. I'm so sick of these dumb little girls.